Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome to my Homestead kitchen. Today we are going to be making some homemade sausages. So we are going to use a mixture of pork loin that I got from the store. It was on sale for a good price. And I'm going to mix some bear meat into it. I'm sure you could do this recipe with other kinds of meat like venison or moose or anything like that. I have bear, so that's what I'm going to use today. So I took all of this out of the freezer and unthawed it. And then this I just picked up yesterday. It's the pork loin. These are my sausage casings. I get it from a local butcher shop. So it's made from salted hog casing, it says. So we're gonna stuff the meat into here. And I have my old recipe from my husband's mom. So my first step is going to be to size these three pork loin down, and we're going to grind them in here. So we're gonna make a ground pork out of that. Then we'll mix it with our ground bear and our seasonings and stuff. So first things first, let's grind that up. I got my pork loin. I just really roughly just chopped it up so that it fits in the grinder. And so I'll grind that up now. So this grinder is like super powerful. You can just, as fast as you can put it in, it'll come out. It's awesome. It's actually my husband's dad's, but he lets us borrow it. We have a small one, but it's like you have to cut everything super tiny and it's really annoying. This is way faster. There we go. Looks good. And this grinder is so quiet, right? Okay, last piece going in. Seriously guys, this grinder is so awesome. It took me like less than 5 minutes to grind all that. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make like kind of 2 pans and a mixture of everything in each pan. So I'm gonna put half the bear in here, half the pork in here, half the pork, and then we'll put all our other ingredients too. So I'll get the meat sorted out and then I'll show you what I'm adding next. I think I have it mostly evened out between these 2 pans. So I'm just gonna try to mix the meat as best as I can. I will, when everything is in here, I'm going to put it back in the grinder one more time so that the grinder kind of mixes it super thoroughly. So we're aiming for half pork and half bear.
And I got some strawberries.
Okay. The next thing I need to do is chop some onions. Okay, so I used my food processor and chopped all this onion up. I don't know how many onions I did, but I aimed for 4 cups in each of these trays. I guess you'll learn with me the more you watch my videos and the more cooking videos I make. I think I firmly believe that recipes are not rules, they are simply guidelines. So I really just adjust things to taste or to I think how it should be or whatever I'm feeling that day. Anyway, so we have 4 cups in each of these. My recipe for the 10 cups of ground pork is 1 cup of chopped onion. That'll be down in the description. This is, if you could see this really good, but it's chopped ground garlic with olive oil from my garden. I just keep it in the fridge. So I'm gonna just distribute this. It says, the recipe says 12 garlic cloves for your batch. I'm not measuring because I don't know how many garlic cloves is in here, obviously. But it'll just be as garlicky as my jar allows because that's all I got. Okay. The next thing we need is sage. So the recipe says 1 teaspoon of sage. So I'm gonna do 4 in each of these. I'm gonna put everything on top and then I'm gonna mix it again with my hands. Then I'm gonna put it back in the grinder. Then we will stuff the sausages. All right, sage done. Next thing we need is salt. So this is just sea salt I have. So 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do 6. And we need Worcestershire sauce. These are kind of weird instructions. It says 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce in half a cup of water. So we need to add water. So that's 2 cups of water, and 1 tablespoon times 4 is 1/4 cup. Do you like my math? I seen online somewhere that you can make your own Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say that. It's a pretty cool idea. I've never tried it. So let's pour this over. And we'll do the same thing in our other pan. This one. 1 teaspoon of pepper. So I am gonna do 4. Next is 1 teaspoon of dry mustard. 1 teaspoon oregano. My oregano is really coming on in the garden right now, so I'm gonna have to pick it and dehydrate it. Basil. Awesome. Next we need 1 teaspoon tarragon. Terragon is not a very common spice. It almost smells licorice-y in a way. So 1 teaspoon, so we're gonna do 4. And our last ingredient is 1/4 cup maple syrup. This maple syrup is from a local sugar bush just down our road called Sagging Sugar Bush. They make really amazing maple syrup. So this is our last ingredient. Then I'm going to try and carefully mix this without spilling it because my pans are really full now. I think that's one thing like you maybe wouldn't realize when you do a lot of your own stuff here, like on the homestead, process your own meat and stuff. One thing you never have enough of is like big bowls and containers. Like big batches of stuff and preserving. You need a lot. Okay, this looks awesome. It looks spicy. I'm gonna get my hands dirty. Okay, so I got this all mixed together nice. So I'm gonna send it through the grinder one more time. I was happy I did add, I was kind of unsure about that water with the Worcestershire sauce, but I'm happy I did add it because like the mixture, it's obviously still like pretty dry. Not dry, but it's not like soaking wet. That meat just seemed to really absorb that. So yeah, don't be scared of the water. That looks awesome. So you can see how just grinding it again just really, really incorporates it together so well. Definitely would not skip this step. Okay, I'm gonna grind all of this and then we'll get you back on when we are finally stuffing the sausages. So these are actually super hard. It's like a tangled jumble mess, so you have to work at untangling it. Ed beat me. He's faster than me at untangling things. He did one and I did one. It's all kind of supposed to be organized on this little ring, but easier said than done. Also, I wouldn't say that's for the faint of heart. Kind of yucky. My pregnant brain has a hard time doing that. I'm like, but we did it. Okay. Okay, so the first thing you have to do, I guess, is we have our sausage stuff on here, and then I did all the meat, so that's all ground again. And so I guess you have to get this on and do like one section at a time.
Yes.
You have to like thread this on here somehow.
Very carefully.
Don't break it, Laura. Okay, so I'm gonna get this threaded on and then we'll turn you back on. So we have 3 like little sections on here now. And so then we're gonna start stuffing. It's all kind of just piled on the end.
You're gonna twist that?
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I guess I'll pull this end out and twist it so that hopefully the filling doesn't come out. And we're gonna put a bowl here for my tray thing, and the sausage can just go in there.
Okay, you ready?
Wish us luck.
So if you hold the left hand out, hold the string out, and you just kind of feed that thing onto the point there, that feeds on there pretty decent. There's a knack to everything. I guess this must be it. Feeds on there pretty good. If it doesn't, you just pull it back a little bit, reset, and start over.
My helper got upgraded to John. Okay guys, so I lost all my helpers, but I was able to just do it by myself. I just loaded like the tray on the top and then was able to just do it by myself with no help. So you can do this with just one person. So now I have all of these ones twisted over here into sections, but I'm gonna just show you how I was twisting these. So I just have it in a one big long tube. So I'm just grabbing however long I want my sausage to be, twisting 3 times, and then then for the next section, you just pinch it and then twist the other way. So pinch, I'm gonna twist away from myself 3 times, pinch, twist toward myself 3 times, pinch, twist away, pinch, twist toward, and so on and so forth. For my family, we can eat a tray of about 12 sausages in a meal. There's 7 of us. In each of my freezer bags, I'm gonna put 12 sausages, and then I'll assume that's good enough for a meal. At my local grocery store, we can buy 12 sausages for $10. So it's not a bad deal, but it is like, it's $10 for a meal for us, right? So I'm just gonna snip where I've twisted and then put it in my bag. So see, snip. Make sure if the twist comes undone, just twist it again and snip. And then just put however many sausages you want in the bag. Okay, so that's my bag of sausage for a meal. So I'm gonna get all my freezer bags done, and I'll let you know how many I got, I guess, and then let you know how much money I saved. So overall, this was 50 pounds of sausage. That's awesome, right? Yeah, so I'll be back when I have all my bags filled, and I'll let you know how much money that's worth from the store. Okay guys, so I'm all done, my sausages, and I got everything cleaned up. Yay, it was a lot of work to clean all that up. So I ended up getting 16 packages put away in the freezer, so 16 meals for the family. So that equals out to about $160 worth of sausage. And I probably spent about 50 to 60 on all the stuff I needed to buy, and that's not including the bear that I already had. So I'm not sure if it's like really worth it to go through all that work to do sausages, but I guess like I know what's in them. There's no weird ingredients or anything like that. There's no fillers. I know exactly what's in them. I bet you the list of stuff on like a normal sausage pack, the list of ingredients is pretty long. I don't know, I'm kind of scared to look. I have a sausage pack in here that we got. Pork, sugars, maltodextrin, corn, rice, potato, fructose, honey, sugar, dextrose, water, sea salt, buffered vinegar, garlic powder, vegetable oil, flavor, spices, and spice extracts. So it seems like there's a lot of bad sugar in it. At least I know mine just has maple syrup. Anyway, hope you liked that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you try it or have ever tried making your own sausage. I am gonna be doing a video tomorrow. We're gonna make some sausage appetizers with bacon. So I'll see you then.